Hello and welcome to Bree's Corner. My name is Bree and I'm here to bring commentary and to react to videos that I see on social media about everyday life in the world. Okay, so today I will be discussing the Somalis and their deportation issue that they're having right now. I know that when it came to the campaign, Trump did state how he felt about immigrants all the way around. He did not hold any bars back, bar none. He came through with everything he wanted to say about immigrants and how he felt about them.
Happening to our country. Our country is being poisoned, and your schools and your children are suffering greatly because they're going into the classrooms, they're taking the seats, and they don't even speak English. It's crazy. And we have our people that aren't going into a classroom. We have students that were there last year that aren't allowed into the school this year.
But that also doesn't help the fact that there are social media or content creators that are going and doing interviews in communities talking to Somalians, and you get stuff like this.
Here in the United States.
I'm not speaking English, only one Somali language.
What does it mean to you to be a part of Islam?
I don't know, I'm not speaking English very well.
How are you? Do any of you speak English? English? No. Can women speak to on camera? No.
The religion.
I kept going because I wanted to speak with some more of the elders here to see if they could share their story about coming here from Somalia and how they've seen the rise firsthand. However,
Hello.
none of them spoke English.
How are you?
See, so there is a problem. There are people that say that Somalians do not integrate, that foreigners or immigrants do not integrate into the American society like they should. And with that being said, the last video I just showed you, it actually points into the direction of this is how people on the right think of you guys. Now, I don't know much about this. I do know that this guy in the background of this video, he is very pro-Trump, but this is how the Republicans think about you guys when you don't want to assimilate. And just remember, Somalis are not black, y'all Somali, but y'all don't want to integrate, y'all don't want to conform in any shape, sense of fashion. And I'm not saying you got to give up your identity, because that's not the case, but one thing I do know is being a black person that is born and raised in America with lineage that goes back to slavery, um we have to learn how to code switch to make it here. So, but this is how they think about y'all.
Somalis are notorious for looting, stealing, their piracy, very well known for. They marry children, they don't have women's rights, women can't vote. And when you import a bunch of them into the middle of Minnesota in our country, they're going to do the same thing. They are going to steal. They are going to. It's so crazy that we've done this. They're not going to assimilate. They are just going to find a stronghold of a shared community of values that they have, Somali values in a Western culture, and they're going to do the same thing. They're going to cut off female genitalia because 99% of Somali women have done that, or I guess had that done to them. They are going to steal. Again, what do you think of when you think of Somalia? Piracy, which is exactly what we are seeing, because in case you did not know,
I don't know, to be perfectly honest, I was thinking, hold on.
Look at me, sure. Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
That's what I get from this right now. Like, I can't. You also have things like this, and this is the side that you Somalians decided to side with. You have people that think like this on the right.
How's this? No, I don't like Somalis. I don't want them in my country, and they bring absolutely nothing of value here. And I know people are going to sit there and scream and cry, oh my gosh, the statistics, they're so racist. But at the end of the day, the facts are the facts, and I'm not going to apologize for that. I mean, genuinely, what have they brought of value here? And I'm not saying that they're all bad on an individual level. I understand that people who lack nuance aren't going to be able to comprehend that as a collective they're bad. Individuals, I'm sure that there are some that are fine, just like any other population. But if you look at the violent crime statistics, you would see that it's not stopping when they get to America. Somalia has a terrible problem with violent crime. They come into places like Minnesota, and despite being an extremely disproportionate amount of the population, their violent crime rates are sky high. It's absolutely disgusting, doing some of the worst atrocities.
Now, doesn't that sound very doesn't that sound suspicious? You know, it sounds like another demographic that happens to live in the United States, that happen to be around the same skin tone, and we all fall into the same thing for them. It doesn't matter if we all commit the crimes or if only a few of us commit the crimes. As long as at least a handful of us commit the crimes, we're all criminals. We also have people like this.
And taking advantage of the system. They then take those funds and they funnel it back home to Somalia, subsequently funding a terrorist organization known as Al-Shabaab. This new Medicaid system would cost taxpayers $2.6 million, at least that's what they said. The first year, 2020, was $3 million, 2021 was $20 million, and then just 3 years later, it quintupled to $100 million, and 2025 was on track to cost taxpayers $120 million for the year. 40% of Somalian households in Somalia receive remittances from, relatives, friends, family, whatever, in the United States, totaling the annual remittance to Somalia $1.7 billion, which is more than the Somalian government's budget. Here's how it works. The Minnesota taxpayers work hard. They have the job, they pay their taxes, they hope that in return for taking care of the system will take care of them in exchange. It doesn't, because the Somalians who are here are taking advantage. They're misdiagnosing children with autism and claiming to need more government assistance than they really do. They then take the money, the government assistance that they have stolen, the money that they have stolen from taxpayers, and they send it back to Somalia, where it is received by numerous groups, one of which happens to be an Al-Qaeda-backed terror group named Al-Shabaab. Who could have possibly guessed that people coming from a country with an IQ of 67 wouldn't actually contribute anything to society?
Well, with that being said, I know it's a lot of Somalians here that have completed college. There's doctors, lawyers, nurses, even council people that are Somalian. But just a few of you, let me see, it is about 78 people in the state of Minnesota that has been caught up with the, let me see, I got notes here. Feed Our Future scheme. Only 78 of y'all. And only with the small portion of 78% out of upwards of 108,000 people, that has painted all of y'all as bad characters. So welcome to the Black experience. This is our life. This is what we deal with every day. For those of you that say we're not Black, we're Somalian, well, you're getting the experience, okay? They don't care your skin color. They don't, I mean, they only care about your skin color. They don't care what country you came from. We all are the same hue, whether it be a little bit lighter or a little bit darker, but we are all the same person. And for once, we're not getting clumped in with everybody else. But I feel like it's because of a fear monger that is going on to help amp up y'all's deportation. Now, I'm not going to say that we're not next. Hey, I'm not one of those Black people that's going to say that, because that could possibly be a thing. But right now, y'all have nobody to come to bats for y'all, because y'all sided with the people that thought those negative things about you guys and went against the people that would fight for you. And honestly, me personally, I am a part of the 92%. I did my part. I put my word out there. I said what I needed to say. And I voted the way I felt was safer for all people of color. Now, I don't know what the negative stigmatism is about being a Black person or even associating with Black Americans, because we catch it from everywhere. I don't know what the negative stigmatism is about us, but I can tell you that we persevere. we overwork, we overqualify, we do everything we need to do in order to make sure that we survive. I don't know. I feel like, and I'm not saying it's all, but the ones that do hit social media and the ones that are broadcasted are putting poo-poo on y'all's names. All right, Somalians, I need y'all to all come together. We need to work together as a group. But first, just like white folk, y'all have to earn our trust, because it's been too many of y'all pooping on us. Because I don't know how many curse words I've said in this video, but I do want to get monetized one day. Pooping on us, and now y'all need help. Sorry for you. It's not too much we can do for you. But like I said, the whole gist of this video is that there were Somalians that were running for Trump, that was doing it for the economy. But the only thing that ever came down in all of this was the egg prices, because I know, as being a mother and a wife and a human being on this planet at this moment, a human being in America, how hard it is for us to make it from day to day to day. And mind you, we are a upper middle class family. Well, that is all I have for my video today. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, like, share, and subscribe. And if you have any comments or anything you need to say, any information that I was not well informed on, please leave it in the comments below. And don't forget to hype me up. Hey, hype me up. I noticed that that's a new feature down there, and it don't cost you nothing. Just, hype your girl up. But this is Bree's Corner, and I'm out.